Hello everyone and welcome to NEET Mentor. This video is completely dedicated towards understanding the complete process and how this year exam and the result is going to be different from last year. What is the normalization process, expected result date, and what may be the expected cutoff qualifying score for OBC, SC, ST, reserve categories and general EWS. Okay. So we will focus more on the normalization process. Most of your queries and confusions might get answered in this video. If you are new here, please do subscribe this channel. You can join our Telegram group. These groups, Telegram group and WhatsApp group, these are going to be very useful for your future purposes like counseling and all those things. In case you are interested to look at the cutoff, fee structure, NRI cutoff, management quota cutoff, open state cutoff for different branches, okay, deemed university college wise clinical details, government college clinical details, in particular branches how many surgeries, MRIs, depending on the branches, are getting connected. For last 2 years closing rank, OPD, IPD, also such details you can get access to our counseling smart portal access. The first package. Second package is for government DNB and diploma, and third package, it covers everything, complete package. So these packages you can access from our website neetmentor.co.in. okay, and I'll explain about normalization process in this video, and then some important points. So first thing, which is more curiosity about, is no qualifying score, as you can see in the thumbnail. What does it mean, no qualifying score? Last year, if you had attended the exam last year, after the exam you had a bit of clarity in couple of days that this much score you are going to get and how you can have like expected rank and all those things. This year there are two different papers and it's impossible that both the papers can be equally difficult. Okay, the questions will be coming differently, and the candidates who are well versed in particular subjects, set of subjects, might be able to score differently in. So it all depends on the performance of the candidates. It all depends on the average score of the candidates in the shift. So that decides the difficulty level. So since the difficulty level is different and more candidates have said that it's more difficult in the shift 2. So does it mean that those who are able to score less compared to those who attended first shift exam? So second shift candidates are going to get under loss, or the first shift exam candidates are going to get benefited? It's not like that. Normalization process comes into play to resolve this issue. Okay, we have been talking since the normalization notification came before the examination, that is not acceptable. But I'll tell you, from the neutral perspective, this normalization process is a kind of norms, okay, that is followed at the international level, outside India and within India also. And this time NEET PG 2024 examination will be normalized as per the process of normalization followed by INACT few years back. Okay, so that's how I'm going to explain, but few clarification before that. It is possible that since first paper, as candidates are showing, that bit easier compared to the second paper. So some candidates who are scoring around 300, okay, in the second paper, okay, his rank might be better than the candidate scoring 305 in the first paper. If you have single paper, it's not possible. The candidate who is having 305 score will definitely have a better rank than those who are scoring 300. But since there are two different papers and paper difficulty level is different, the second paper is less scoring. So the candidate is scoring 300 in the second paper might be a better candidate than those who are scoring 305 in the first paper. So how to give a cutoff marks? It's not impossible to give the cutoff mark. So it's only possible to give your merit. They will create the merit list based on the rank, and before the rank they will calculate the percentile. So your score is just a raw score, and see how the results will be prepared for each shift. Okay, the examination result for each shift will be prepared in the form of first raw score, how much score you are getting. Okay, that they will calculate. Then percentage, how much percentage of marks you are getting, and then the most important thing is percentile. So percentile is nothing but total number of candidates who are getting lesser or equal marks to your marks. Suppose you got around 400. So how many candidates are getting less than 400? That will be counted, divided by total number of candidates in each shift. In particular shift, total number of candidates who are getting less than 400 or equal to 400 divided by total number of candidates into 100. That's the calculation of percentile, and the percentile will be calculated up to 7 decimal points, because then only they will accurately compare that who is having better rank. Okay, so they will calculate the percentile for each shift. There are 2 shifts. First shift percentile is calculated for all the candidates. Okay, and how many candidates will qualify? So the cutoff score will be the score belonging to the candidate who is having 50 percentile. So 50% candidates are getting qualified. That's the rule. So if 2,28,000 candidates have registered for the examination, they got admit cards, and out of that, if suppose 2,25,000, because we don't have the number, are attending, then, or suppose for better calculation, 2,24,000 candidates have appeared the exam, then 1,12,000 candidates would qualify under the general category. Last year this count was less than 1 lakh. Okay, so if more candidates are appearing the exam, okay, the qualifying cutoff will go down. But this year we can't talk in the terms of score, because the score would change depending on the shift. Okay, so it's impractical to talk based on the score. Now let's see, they will calculate the, this is just an example to understand how the normalization works, and it's very simple. I'll summarize this at the end of the video, so watch the video until end. For first shift, they have calculated the percentile for all the candidates. Okay, it's very simple. I have given the formula how they will calculate. The topper will have 100 percentile, and the candidate who has least score, even in minus, that candidate will have 0.001 percentile, because there's only one person who is having that much marks. Okay, and there are 5 set of papers. So for each set of paper in the serial wise, they will calculate the percentile percentile of marks based on the marks in that set. They will calculate the percentile for each and every candidate. Why? Because it will be used for tie break rule. Because suppose 100 percentile in the second shift and 100 percentile in the first shift. So if they club together, because after calculating the percentile for each shift, they need to club together. After clubbing together, both are having 100. So what will happen? It will come like this. These all things that is on the left side indicated by arrow, these are having the same percentile. So it comes down to the tiebreaker rule. Try to understand tiebreaker rule. How the tiebreaker rules work. Okay, first they will check for each set, starting from set 1, set 1, set 1, set 2, set 3, set 4, set 5. In the set 1, this is how the set 1 on the right side you can see. In the set 1, somebody is having better percentile. Okay, means more marks scored in the set 1, that will be having better rank. Okay, if all the sets are considered and still they are not able to resolve, then they will go by date of birth. Who is having who is older as per the age, that person will be getting, or candidate will getting better rank. Okay, this is how they calculate. So first, in the first shift, considering 1 lakh as many candidates are appearing, for those many candidates they will calculate the percentile. In the second shift, they will calculate the percentile. Both the percentiles will be clubbed together, and after clubbing, if any of the percentile are matching, they then will apply the tiebreaker rule. After applying the tiebreaker rule, they will again rank it. So the solution here is, even you had less scoring, suppose a hypothetical scenario, if you are given the paper 1, the paper came in shift 1, you are able to score 400, and you are given again the paper 2 which came in the second shift, you are able to score 350. It clearly tells that the paper 2 is tough according to your performance. So does it mean that your rank is going to be poor because unfortunately you attended paper 2? No, it's not like that, because they will calculate your percentile, where you stand among all the candidates attended paper 2. So it's all merit, and that's how the counseling happens. It doesn't happen based on the score, it happens based on the rank. So two candidates can have the same rank, so ultimately they will decide the rank, and that will be your final outcome. Okay, since it's raw score, your score is raw, and it is not synchronized with final rank. Okay, we can't talk based on the rank, because if I say okay 400 is the cutoff, or like 450 is the cutoff for anesthesia, so it might be little easy to score 450 in the first shift, but in the second shift it's not that easy. So they will be asking, okay, which shift you are talking about, 450, but which shift? So it's very difficult to talk, it's very confusing. But why I'm giving you rank versus marks mapping now, why I'm giving expected cutoff marks now, it is very gutsy thing, because many negative comments will come, but I am bound to do that, because right now you don't have the score, don't have the rank, so you will have any kind of prediction, any kind of idea you will be able to get based on the score only. The moment we have the result in our hand, then we will just flush away the score. We won't talk at all in the terms of the score, and there can't be any cutoff score for OBC, General, EWS, SC, ST this year, because there are two different papers, and they are not normalizing the score, they are normalizing the percentile. So your final percentile is your score. So they will consider that not out of 800 you are scoring out of 100. So percentile works on the basis of 100. So out of 100, how much you are getting in the first shift, out of 100, how much you are getting in the second shift, they club together and they calculate the final rank. Okay, so final outcome is rank, and when you can expect the result, it may come as usual. Last year it came around 9 to 10 days. For last two years, 22 and 23, they gave within 9 to 10 days. This year it might take that much time only, because these all process they won't be doing calculation of percentile. It will be all through their softwares and not manual process, so it might not take much time, little bit more, but I don't think they will take much more time compared with last year, because it's from their side only the exam got delayed by 1.5 months. So they will try to give the result as soon as possible, and we can't have the cutoff marks this year. So in the scorecard you might be able to see your raw score, and then maybe percentage, and then percentile, and then your final rank. Okay, so there is no cutoff like, okay, for SC this is the cutoff, for general this is the cutoff score. It's not possible this year. So that's what I wanted to say. Hope this video is useful, and you are bit able to relate like how this year the result will be calculated, how the normalization works. Okay, as long as they are doing the normalization process calculation in the fair way, okay, then nobody will get hurt. They will get their rank based on the performance they have done in the examination. Okay, but if there is corruption, these details are like not revealed by NBMS. They don't reveal the answer key, they don't reveal your correct option, your option given in the paper, online paper. So you don't have the input, you don't have the correction answer key, you don't have all these details like percentile, how much percentile you got, how much percentile in set wise, then it is kind of like black box. So if they try to do something as it happened, which was not proved in by NTA during NEET UG result, so that might be problem. But if you do it in fair way, then there is no problem. Normalization process is well proved and accepted worldwide level, and it will give you your fair ranking, and ultimately counseling will happen on the best of ranking. In case you want to get your expected rank, it is possible up to some rounding. Okay, it can be like 5,000 plus minus or 10,000 plus minus, but as long as you don't get an idea, you can't proceed. So it's fair to talk about the expected rank, and based on that what subjects you can get in your expected score. But ultimately when we get the result, then only we can have the final outcome as rank. Okay, so that's all from my side. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.